Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to Daz's Football Stand. Today we start the stream on a serious note. Literally 3 days after we heard the sad news of Her Majesty the Queen's passing, we have another disaster to talk about, and today marks 21 years since the 9/11 Twin Towers disaster, which of course, if you don't know, did take place in 2001 on this very day in New York. And this is where two planes crashed into the Twin Towers, killing loads of people. And today we mark 21 years of this disaster. Before we get into everything, please join us in a minute's silence as we remember those who sadly lost their lives tragically in the 9/11 disaster. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It is FC Koln versus Union Berlin in the it's FC Koln versus Union Berlin in the German Bundesliga. Very looking forward to this game. Let's roll the titles.
Ground and
Well, that was absolutely calm.
Oh dear. I don't know what's happened there. Oh, that's why. Let me try that again. 2 seconds.
City Ground and
Well,
Borough.
that was absolutely calm.
That's more like it. Right, I don't know why that... I don't know what happened the first time I tried it. But welcome anyway to Daz's Football Stand. We'll get the stream straight underway. It is FC Köln taking on FC Union Berlin today in the Deutsche Bundesliga. Looking forward to seeing what happens today. What? Are you alright? Yes. Right, sorry. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, looking forward to this game. It's a big game today in the Bundesliga in the context of the title race in the way. Bayern currently top of the league on 12 points along with 3 other teams. We have 4 teams level on 12 points. Quite remarkable, isn't it? To be honest, quite remarkable. But a win for FC Koln today would mean that they will go joint top of the league with the other clubs. So we could have, if FC Koln win, 5 teams, the entire top 5, all on 12 points and all, and their places all decided on goal difference. A win for Union Berlin today, though, means that they will go top of the league on 14 points and go from 5th to 1st, 2 points above the chasing pack. Very, very important game. A win for FC Köln means they leapfrog Union Berlin, who will go into 6th, and Mainz will go into 7th. A draw for the two teams means that Union Berlin will be level on 12 points with the other teams, and also means that Mainz will fall to 7th in the league, with FC Köln going into 6th. We've already had some interesting games so far this weekend. I'll give you a run through of the results from this weekend's Bundesliga action. Starting off with the game on Friday night, which ended Bremen 0, Augsburg 1. That was a really big win for FC Augsburg as they climbed out of the relegation zone. Saturday, we had some interesting games, including the game that we did live, Schalke versus Bochum. We had Bayern drawn 2-2 against Stuttgart. 3 draws in a row for Bayern has never ever happened in Bundesliga history. Frankfurt 0, Wolfsburg 1. Another bad result for Eintracht Frankfurt this season. Not going well for them whatsoever. Hertha 2, Leverkusen 2. Good point there for both teams. Hoffenheim 4, Mainz 1. A damaging result for Mainz 0 Fünf there. 3-0 to Leipzig against Dortmund. Great result for me. Bad result for Dortmund. And also Schalke 3, Bochum 1. Big result for Schalke. That's their first Bundesliga win in 15 months. And that's their first home win in 3 months as well. So big result for them. It was a quality game. Let's hope today is just the same. Get your comments in the live chat. Get in the live chat then, gentlemen. Yeah. And also do us a favour while you're here. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. That'd be great. I know not many in the stream today, but I think there will be as the stream goes on. Hello, famous man. My predictions 2-1 Union win. Of course, you'd go for Union. You're originally born in Berlin. What channel is it on, mate? It is on Sky Sport Football, and the coverage starts at 2:20. I'm watching on Sky Sports Football HD. So there we go. I might be slightly ahead of people, but the stream will be about 7 or 8 seconds behind anyway. Always is. And then don't forget today's games in the Bundesliga is this game against FC Köln against Union Berlin, and later on we have got the final game, Freiburg taking on Mönchengladbach. So interesting games. The lineups have been announced for the two teams. I'll give you both lineups to start off with. For FC Köln, in goal for them is Marvin Schwabe. In defence is Benno Schmitz, Jonas Hector, Luca Yanis Killian, and Timo Hubers. In the two CDM spots is Elias Skiri and also Eric Martel. Centre attacking mid is Linton Miner with Florian Kainz and Christian Pedersen. Up front for them, it's Florian Dietz. And for Union Berlin, very strong team for them. In goal for them is Lennart Grill. Their back three of Paul Jakel, Diogo Leite and Robin Knoche. In midfield we've got Rani Kadira, we've got Yannick Habera, Christopher Trimmel, Julian Ryerson and Andras Schaefer. Up front for them is Jordan Sibachu and finally Chevaldo Becker. On the bench for the two teams we've got for FC Köln, goalkeeper Timo Horn, Sargis Adanyan, Andre Duda, Denis Husenbasic, Dejan Ljubičić, Kingsley Schindler, Nikola Soldo, Jan Thielmann, and Stefan Tigges. Players missing for them today, obviously Anderson, Mark Oot, Chabot, Limnius, and Olesen. Players missing for Union today is a guy who normally plays for them, is Kevin Morvald, and also Danilo Dorky for Urs Fischer's team. On the bench for Urs Fischer's team is goalkeeper Jakub Busk. Also on the bench is Nico Gieselman, Timo Bongartel, Kevin Behrens, Jamie Levelin, Sven Mitchell, Milos Pantovic, Paul Seguin, and finally Tim Stark. And those are the two lineups for the two teams today. So let's see what happens in this game. Fully looking forward to it. Let's hope it's as good as yesterday's game. Got the Iron Brew for everyone today. We'll look forward to opening them at some point. So you know what to do. Get us onto 10 likes. Also drop a like on the stream. And make sure you get your predictions in the live chat. Well, I've now come and tune in. Make sure you get your predictions in the live chat before 2:30. Ison. That's Paul Barkowski. Not 100% sure what that actually means. Oh, it's Union. Yeah. It's what Union fans say. So I'm guessing you're a Union fan. So welcome along to the stream. Ershish Common. I'll say 3-1 Union Berlin, says Harry Doherty. I think Union will win this. Get your predictions in the chat, by the way. Personally, just put that in there. My prediction for this game, I don't know really. I think this could be a draw. It's two teams, two quality teams at the moment. I think Union might just have that slight edge though going into this game. So in that case, even though I think this could be a draw, I'm gonna go for 3-2 Union. I want to see some goals tonight. I think it's gonna be 3-2 Union. That's what I'm going for. Scotty in the chat has gone for 2-1 Union, and Mr. Harry Doherty has gone for 3-1 to Union as well. No one got the predictions right yesterday, by the way, so tough. 3-1 Union. And if anyone else wants to get their score predictions in the chat, please do so before kickoff in 15 minutes' time. 15 minutes. Right. Right, let's have a look here. Yeah, I've put something up for I'm live. This should be an entertaining game. FC Koln obviously coming into this game on the back of some decent results, in fairness. They drew 1-1 away to Nice in the Conference League, which isn't a bad point for them away from home. They beat Wolfsburg away from home by 4-2. Drew against Stuttgart at home, wasn't the best result. Drew away to Frankfurt, which was a good result for them. Got a win against Schalke and a draw against Leipzig. So they've got some decent results against some decent teams. The only problem with them, though, is they've only won one home game all season. And that was against Schalke 04. well, Union Berlin are on a magnificent run of form in the Bundesliga. First 5 games, 3 wins, 2 draws. Draw against Bayern in their last game, win against Schalke 6-1, win against RB Leipzig, and a win against Hertha in their Berlin derby. And they're also, unfortunately for Koln, they're a team who like to get results away from home as well. So they're against an unbeaten side. It's going to be a tough game for FC Koln. But I say this probably has a draw written all over it. We'll see what actually happens today. But Union are a high scoring team at the moment. I believe they're actually the second highest scorers in the league. Yeah, they are the joint second highest. With Hoffenheim and Werder Bremen. So the joint second highest in the way of goals scored. Bayern obviously the leading scorers with 19 goals to the name this season. So it's two teams that can score goals, 2 teams that can also concede goals. So I say I'm hoping for an entertaining game. This has goals written all over it. Drop us a like if you haven't already done so. Make sure you get your comments in the live chat and get your predictions in before kickoff. I did put a poll on YouTube here. Let me have a look. Not many in here. 75% of the vote. I've had 8 votes so far, so that's not too bad. I will give you the results after the moment. And don't forget, you can still, if you haven't voted on the poll, you can still vote on there whilst the stream is happening. The minute, Union Berlin, 75% of the vote, 12% of the vote for FC Köln, 12% for draw as well. So 8 people, 6 votes in the end, 75%. So that's 6 votes for Union Berlin win. So Union Berlin do of course go in as the favourites. They are currently unbeaten with 11 points out of their first 5 games. 11 points out of 15 is quite good for Union Berlin, and they could make it 14 out of 18, which would be a brilliant start for Urs Fischer's side. Looking at the other results, by the way, from this weekend, don't forget, if you did miss yesterday's stream, we did Schalke against Bochum. Was meant to be a Serie A game, but wasn't in the end. But this game is definitely Koln Union, so no confusions today. Bochum started off poorly in that first half. It was a fairly evenly matched game, but they weren't great. Second half, Bochum were probably the better side, in fairness. They had a really, really good spell, got themselves an equaliser, couldn't get themselves a second goal to level the game off when after Schalke had got the lead through an own goal. They scored last minute, Schalke, through Polter. Last minute header from a free kick. There was a brilliant header as well. So, yeah, you could probably say that, in all fairness, that could say that Bochum were probably unlucky. I thought Bochum were unlucky, so I thought they deserved, at the very least, a point out of that game. It was a harsh result, but at the end of the day, you have your chances in front of the goal, you don't take them. Schalke were better in the final third and probably got the result they deserved, but at the same time I thought it was a harsh result on Bochum. Latest scores, by the way, to let you know about in Ligue 1 at the moment is Strasbourg 0, Clermont 0. That was a full-time score. Ajaccio 0, Nice 0, Angers 1, Montpellier 1, Lorient 0, Nantes 1, Toulouse 0, Reims 0 as well. The F1 is on, mate. Why don't you watch that? No interest in that. I've got no interest in that. Atalanta 1, Cremonese 1 was a full-time score in Serie A. Bologna 0, Fiorentina 0, Lecce 0, Monza 0, and Sassuolo 0, Udinese 0. They're all the scores there. All the Scottish games were postponed due to the news on Thursday. So there we go. I've got no interest in the F1. My sports are football and darts, and that's me sorted. People say I should watch boxing, but why would I pay 20 quid to watch a game that would probably be over in 4 rounds? Could be done in 10 minutes. no point. When you could watch a game for free. If you have Sky Sports, that is, you could watch a game for free on Sky Sports if you have it. For a full night, watch a full 90 or even 100 minutes of entertainment rather than paying 20 quid to watch a 10-minute fight that could end pretty quickly anyway. So, I've never been a boxing fan, never been a racing fan. I mean, the only person I have any interest is obviously Lewis Hamilton, because obviously he's British, but he's doing crap, so it is one of them things, isn't it? Well, I've got no interest in racing. You know, my interests are football and darts, and I think I know Liam Martin's is pretty much the same as well. Right, make sure you get your predictions in chat if you haven't already done so, because predictions are open till kickoff, which is in 10 minutes time. And do us a favour as well, make sure you drop a like on the stream. We are on 7 likes, so let's get the like count up. I think there'll be a red card in this game. Probably wouldn't surprise me if I just have a look at who the referee actually is. Who's the referee for this game? Who's that? It's not a referee I've actually seen before. Must be a new referee in the Bundesliga, because I've never seen him. He's a Bundesliga 2 ref. So this is the second, third. He hasn't done many. He's done a few Bundesliga games, but he hasn't done many. But I don't really recognise him. He's been doing mostly Bundesliga 5. To be honest with you, he's a Bundesliga 5 ref, but he's in the Bundesliga as well. Give you a little bit of information. The last Bundesliga game he did had 7 yellow cards, which was the Bayer Leverkusen Augsburg game. Looking at the stats here, he does tend to give penalties. He's given a few penalties, and he's a referee who averages about 6 yellow cards a game here, or 6 cards if you do betting. So, yeah, there'll be a few cards I think given in this game. Doesn't seem like he's a particularly lenient referee. The YNG Stadion is full. That's the Südkurve there of FC Koln. And there's the is that the goat? Yeah, it's the Billy Goat. I mean, this is true. This is one of the only German clubs to have an actual live animal as their mascot. And obviously FC Koln, a very legendary mascot in the Billy Goat, an actual goat. Stands and eats grass and then gets taken for a walk around the pitch. It's the club mascot, and they are obviously known as the Billy Goats, the German Billy Goats. So that's why they've got a Billy Goat on the pitch. Not something you ever see normally, but it is one of those things. I'll give you a run through the lineups once again once the players are out at the Rhine Energy Stadion in Cologne. It's FC Köln against Union. It's 2 teams that one could join, the other 4 teams join top of the league, and the other one could go top. So, and don't forget, if you haven't got involved in the poll, make sure you get involved in that. I'll close the poll before the match just before the match gets underway, and also, if you do put something in the poll, make sure to put your predictions in as well. That would be brilliant. A 2-0 Union from Hamburger. So, majority of the predictions are going towards the favourites for tonight's game, which is, of course, Union Berlin. Tonight's game. Keep saying tonight. The favourites for this afternoon's game, which is, of course, Union Berlin. So far, I've gone for 3-2. Scotty's gone 3-1. Scotty's gone 2-1. Hamburger's gone 2-0. Harry Doherty's gone for 3-1. So if you haven't got your predictions in, make sure you get your prediction in the live chat. Right here, we'll see what happens today then. So, the Rhine Energy Stadion, full as ever. a very good stadium. It's a brilliant stadium, I have to say. Lights up. It's another stadium that lights up as well at night. Can't wait for the bowl game Tuesday. Should be a good game. It should be a win. Don't know if it'll be I don't know if it'll be a good game, because I think it'll be a bit of a scrappy game.
And Swansea goalkeeper Gerhard.
So we'll see what happens on Tuesday. Won't be the easiest game against Cardiff, but just have to see what happens. And then we got Rotherham on Saturday in the silly 7:45 kickoff. So there you go. Wonder how many Cardiff will bring. We played Cardiff on a Tuesday before, and they've brought about 100. They've brought less than Swansea had before. Swansea bought crap load. They bought about 170, if that, for a Saturday game, and Cardiff won't bring about that many, if less. They'll probably come on skateboards or on motorbikes. You know, they probably won't bring that many. I mean, half of them will probably come on a taxi, in fairness. There won't be that many Cardiff fans there. Referee's caught us. He's refereed loads. He loves giving out cards. Yeah, I did have a look. He averages about 5 or 6 cards a game. Sometimes including if you had the red cards on as well, it's about 7 or 8. So he does tend to give a lot of cards out. So if you are putting a bet on cards, by the way, as I say, I will of course mention during the game the amount of yellow cards we've had, and also we'll give you all the stats and also the corners. I know a lot of people tend to put bets on corners as well. Liam Martin, don't forget we are live on Liam Martin's stream tonight for League and Football. That's live at 7:30. He's just messaged me saying, when we do our stream tonight, I want to do a silence for the Queen. We haven't streamed on my channel since her passing, so if you are up to doing it, that's fine. But is there a way of getting a minute silence thing on StreamYard? I don't know. Players are in tunnel.
There with the best Bayern and Dortmund up there.
So here we go. It's FC Koln taking on Union Berlin. The players are going to come out onto the Rhein-Energy Stadion field very shortly. Got the iron booth for the regulars, so you know the drill. Get us to 10 likes. That'd be great. I'll just have a look on Bet365 at the odds for today's game. For anyone who's interested in bets or interested in odds. The odds for today's game. Cologne 11-8 to win, 19-10 for Union to win, 12-5 for a draw. Überall jedes Fans von FC Köln, en Rio en Rom, Lablichken wunderbar war.
The undefeated only Bayern still share Köln and Union.
Jedes Fans vom FC Köln.
European qualifications were no fluke.
Out of all the anthems, right, of all the German clubs, this is my favourite anthem. Absolutely love Cologne's anthem.
Potential history.
FC Köln. So 7th versus 5th players coming out onto the field. Looking forward to today's game. Alles gut. Best of luck to both teams. Let's go. Just listen to this.
Scars and flags like close.
Köln.
Just how high can these teams finish in this season?
Stehen uns Eide Wimmer nüsse dir FC Köln.
Ended under Urs Fischer just 1 point of qualification for the Champions League.
Time to get this game underway. And the players are doing a pre-match handshakes, of course. Benjamin Cortus is the referee today. Marcus Schmidt is the fourth official. Actually, sorry, he's the VAR referee, Marcus Schmidt. Simmer Stark, FC Koln.
This place always feels special.
Okay.
This anthem plays when the scarves are held high. It is
It's a brilliant anthem. A lot of, there's a lot of German fans that love this anthem. And I'm certainly one of them that loves this anthem. Make sure you get your predictions in chat, by the way, before the match gets underway. And let's have a look, see how the polls are doing, if anyone else has put anything on the polls. 11 votes, I think that'll do for now. 73% of the votes going to Union Berlin, 9% for Köln, and 18% for a draw. That is the poll complete. Long way home, mate, and it's September, it's getting cold. Oh yeah, I can understand it, but I mean, I always say fair play to those that who actually do travel to the game. It's a long journey up as well, but there's some people who are just like terrible support, blah blah blah. Yeah, they didn't. I mean, put it this way. And we're off. Union Berlin start the game off. Their anthem doesn't actually finish. They all still sing it. So. Eide immer nur zu dir, FC Koln.
As I say, can go top outright with a victory. The club in just its fourth season playing at Bundesliga level. And we saw last season, Jerry, that finish at fifth, 1 point off the top four.
So, FC Koln versus Union is indeed underway.
Well, that remains to be seen, Dan, but
not many predictions in, not many in the stream today, but well, whatever.
There's a few teams that are struggling so far. If they continue to
See, this is why I don't do a lot of neutral streams. So. I mean, if people are watching the Formula 1 and whatever, but got no interest in that crap, so there you go. What are you getting for Christmas? The hell do I know, mate? Only in September? Only in September gives a chance. I don't have a clue. I can't tell you what I'm getting. I don't bloody know.
In their 6 games with them in the Bundesliga, the drop points came here in a really thrilling 2-2 draw last November. It's known as Hector's ball forward.
Ball forward. It's wait. You should get a Gucci bag. No. No chance.
Given they've played in midweek in Europe, it's in case the coaches, Jerry, have no choice but to rotate their pack for this game today.
I don't know what I'll get for Christmas. I don't get told what I'm getting for Christmas.
With Conference League and European League, and of course you
always
have
got to
be
keep the
some
element of
energy
surprise,
and,
really.
to get some energy on the pitch. But I think
I'll probably get one. I'll probably get the season shirts. I got the Bayern one ages ago. I got the new Bayern one. Debating about the United one. I'm quite happy with the United shirt I've got, even though it's the wrong one. It's still, I think it's alright. The Borough one, I want to get the Borough away kit, so see what happens. And I need a new mask shirt because the bloody mask shirt I've got is getting a bit tight on me, so I need a new one anyway. It's not an up-to-date one anyway. Bit of uncertainty there by the Union keeper. Came out, the ball came into the penalty area for Cologne, and he got it into his gloves, but he sort of parried it into the air. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to keep hold of that there. Union going from left to right towards the Cologne Ultras. Cologne going from right to left towards ready. Wait, fancy it! Oh, hello! A goal already! Didn't expect that. Union have a goal. Well, I didn't know it'd gone in there. It's on the left-hand side, and it's a low cross played into the penalty area. I think it's took a deflection off Schmitz and has actually gone into the goal. Union have the lead, and it's an own goal by the looks of it. Angato. Let's have a look.
It was a good good ball from Grill.
It's a good ball, onside, and then it's played in the box. Yeah, it does.
You can't do anything.
It's unlucky. It's unlucky.
It was meant to
It's
go
unlucky it isn't on goal. It's a cross and it...
under Schäfer.
Oh, it's not Schmidt, I beg your pardon.
But a
It's...
massive deflection. Also
Yeah,
goalkeeper
Schäfer, he
stayed
sticks a
and
foot
he
out,
got
it
the move.
hits his foot and goes straight past the keeper who's just helpless.
But can only
Union
get
have the
from
lead.
him an early goal.
Timo Hubers with the unwanted touch to give Union Berlin the lead. Away to Köln. I mentioned their record against Köln. Just those 2 drop points.
Who was it, actually? Who was it? Was it Schäfer? Who was it? I don't even know who it was, actually. That was Hubers. Ah. I couldn't work out who that was that actually got the last touch. It was Hubers, actually. Takes the touch off Hubers and goes into the net. Timo Hubers with an own goal. And it's 1-0 Union with the first opportunity of the game.
They're involved in 7 goals before today. That's an 8th involvement with that ball in to produce the own goal. So they've lost Max Kruse, they've lost Tao Awani, but the new front two with Union Jerry have gelled already.
Toffer FC Union Berlin in die 4. Spielminuten Eigentor. Goal for Union Berlin, scored in the 4th minute, an own goal.
And it's great to see someone is going and another one fills the void.
I'll tell you one person I haven't seen in the stream for a long time, John Wayne. Don't know what's happened to him. He's a regular and he's not been in the stream for ages.
Early goal means for now they would be 2 points clear of the rest.
So as things stand, Union are top of the league on 14 points, 2 points ahead of the chasing pack. The referee's given Union a free kick in a good position, actually. It's in the centre and it's just to the right hand side of the D. It's Schäfer. Oh, yeah. Schäfer does get caught by Pedersen. It's a late challenge and it is a free kick in a really good area. It's right outside the penalty area. It's in a great position, this.
This is where they live from this intensity. And you could see Schäfer was going with all he had. He went in and draw the foul.
Right hand side in the centre.
Winning these duels is vitally important for this team.
It's a very passive first half of the game with Union Saint-Gilloise.
And it is 25 yards, this free kick. It's the right hand side of the D for FC Union Berlin. It's going to be Christopher Trimmel. Swung into the penalty area. It's headed away. Oh, what a start to the game. 3-5-2, by the way, for Union Berlin, by the way. And it seems to be working so far.
In this season's Bundesliga. Pushed on here towards Kadira.
Nah, it's not a foul. Challenge. Good challenge.
The ball returned to Bernard Grill, who joined Leverkusen from then third team Kaiserslautern for around 2
Don't forget, if you want to get live updates on stats or whatever, you can find them on the Bundesliga app. Because that's what I tend to use, the Bundesliga app. So if you have just tuned in, an own goal inside the first 4 minutes has given Union Berlin a perfect start. They have the lead, goal to 0. Oh, I hate that bloody siren. Perfect start for Urs Fischer's side. Worst possible start for Stefan Baumgart.
Being pushed further and further back. The corner Trimmel who does deliver.
It's going to be Christopher Trimmel with a corner for Union, swung into the penalty area. Headed towards goal, blocked, clears a handball. It's still in there. And a shot is low, but straight at the keeper. But the referee gave advantage and he's given a penalty. Referee gave advantage. The shot in the end went straight to the keeper and the referee has pulled it back and given a penalty for handball. Bit controversial. It's header
difficult. That's
Well,
very difficult.
I mean,
with his
it does hit his arm, but
towards the header, and
his arm's sort of late. His arm's here, so his arm is sort of.
that's
His
a
arm's by
shot,
his
this
side,
one,
but it is sort of up
first
in a
that
way.
Knoche can have a free header.
It's
That is
debatable,
the
but
first mistake.
VAR will check it, of course, to make
He
sure
gets
that
the
this
ball on
is
the
a
hand
penalty,
here,
and
which,
it.
I mean, like, this is very difficult.
I mean,
It's being checked, of course, by the video
it's a
team.
strange
Not too
penalty,
far
really. It does hit his arm. Don't get me wrong, but
on the line.
I don't know whether there's not that much you can really do about that. Well, the referee is in conversation with the guy on VAR, which is Marcus Schmidt, and it looks like it is going to be a penalty for Union Berlin. So a penalty for Union to go 2-0 up. This would be an awful start for Cologne to go 2-0 down. What a start this would be for Union, though. Penalty is given for handball. So it's a penalty for Union Berlin. This to go 2-0 up. And it's saved by the keeper! It's a save by the keeper. Not, to be honest, was probably justice.
Yeah, what a poor penalty from Jordan here.
It's an awful pen. It goes central and the keeper barely moves. It's an easy save. It's such a poor pen.
For Koln to come back.
But that's brilliant from Marvin Schwabe. A saved penalty.
We have to speak about this penalty, Dan.
It's
this is
dear
a very
me.
poor
It's a
penalty.
really poor penalty, that. It's absolutely dreadful.
Stop it almost with
It's
his
a really poor penalty from Jordan. Number 45 for Union. It was Jordan with the penalty. It was a lousy penalty. So the score remains 1-0, but Union could have been 2 up there. It's a big opportunity missed for them. And a reprieve for FC Koln. I did think the penalty was harsh, but at the end of the day, if a pen's given, it's given. Drop a like on the stream, by the way. Up your nose, everyone. Cheers, Dankeschön. Let's get up to the usual 10, that'd be great. So as you might see in the live chat, the outcome of the poll there. Union Berlin won the poll. What will be the outcome of this game? Union Berlin 72%, draw 18%, 9% Koln. So Koln basically don't stand a chance, you might as well say. And the way Koln have started have been that they've started on the back foot, conceded early, and then they haven't really responded since then. Although, a bit of tussling for the ball there. FC Koln do actually win the 4. It's Jonas Hector with a shot by... It was the first opportunity, first real opportunity for FC Koln. It was a throw in into the centre of the D. And Jonas Hector tried to volley it towards goal, was really poor. They're showing the goal again. It's all from a long ball from the goalkeeper. And it's on the left-hand side of penalty area. Little ball, little through ball. And in the end, it's a low cross into the penalty area. Takes a touch off Huber, and it's into the back of the net for 1-0 to Union. Stefan Baumgart, the man with a cap, as I call him, for FC Koln. Always wears the cap, doesn't he? He's a bit like Thomas Tuchel, isn't he, really? He always wore a hat or a cap or something to the Chelsea games, isn't he? And Thomas Tuchel is apparently going to be RB Leipzig manager very, very soon as well. So he'll be reuniting with the guy he let go, Timo Werner, and he's back in the Bundesliga. I think Leipzig are going to cause some problems this season under him. But when it comes to Bayern, hopefully he won't beat them. Oh, it's another good opportunity for Union. It's Becker one down the left-hand side. Goes past defender, puts the ball into the penalty area. Volley towards goal. And volleyed back in. It's in the net. It's 2-0. Brilliant goal. How has he managed to welly that in from that angle? I think it takes a touch off the keeper. It's 2-0 Union. Brilliant goal. Shibaldo Becker. He gets given the ball. He goes on a bit of a run from about 35 yards all the way to the left-hand side of the penalty area. He skips past the defender, puts it in near the bar line, and it's a volley from... Who's the volley by? The volley's by Christopher Trimmel. Goes nowhere near the goal, but it goes straight back to Shibaldo Becker, who just hits it first time, low, and it does actually take a touch off the goalkeeper's leg. He tries to keep it out, but it goes into the back of the net. 2 avoidable goals for FC Koln, and it's not looking good for them. It's 2-0 to Union inside 15 minutes.
We'll check on going with the video team. It did look very tight there for an offside, didn't it?
Yes, but what we can say so far, Union up front, they just look more hungry to score a goal already. The first 50 minutes shown
Union looking really, really good. Although, having said that, VAR is checking the goal for potential offside here.
I think it's offside.
I think he is offside.
I'd agree too. The gap between
He's offside.
is, the key to
Yep, he's offside. This goal will not stand.
The goalkeeper Schwebe, I think, was in front of him.
This goal won't stand. I'm pretty sure he's in an offside position. This goal will not stand.
This, I think, will be chalked off eventually. The length of the delay, though, does suggest this is maybe a little more tight than we perhaps first thought.
Yeah, it looks like Fisher already knows.
It won't be given.
It was slightly offside.
It's not going to be given.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yep, offside. There you go. Said it.
Come away again then, and I mean, what we've seen so far in the first 50 minutes is incredible. They could have been 3-0 down already.
I mean, Union could have had 3 or 4 goals in this first half. They're only 16 minutes in. Goal topped off. It is 1-0 Union, not 2-0. VAR decision, no goal, offside. Abseits, Madame Nanaran.
Jerry says here it could be easily 3-0 down. The missed penalty.
But Koln have been terrible. Koln need to wake up. They really need to wake up. Because otherwise Union could be in for a hatful of goals. They had a penalty saved. They've had a goal chopped off. I mean, Koln are getting away with it at the minute. Really are. They're playing poorly, and if they don't start putting in the performance, then the inevitable will happen. They'll get absolutely tonked. That's a long ball, claimed for a free kick by the Cologne fans. No, it was never a free kick in a million years. But this is the goal again, and they did put the offside line in there. He's well offside. He is well offside.
Yeah, but the fact that Trimmel was free again after that cross should really make the alarm bells.
He was miles offside there, so it was the right decision. Offside goal for Union. Well, we've had a few controversial moments. We've had a penalty, which I thought was controversial anyway, which was saved by the goalkeeper. And saved by the Cologne goalkeeper, I should say. And now we just had a goal for Union from Becker disallowed. Fall over. Florian Kind fallen over the advertising board.
The fact he took the shot onto that angle, that again, I guess shows the enormous levels of self-belief which he has at the moment.
If you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the stream, that'd be great. And I know there's not many people watching today, but thanks everyone who has tuned in today so far. This afternoon, 10-3 here in the United Kingdom, 10-4 over in Germany, and that is when this game's on.
Answered long here for the
That's a
chase
good
of
ball.
Miner, who is quick.
Was unlucky.
He is Koln's quickest player this season. He was a young boy at school who was told by his teachers he wasn't
But in
quick
the end
enough.
went straight to the Union goalkeeper,
He's among the most rapid in the Bundesliga.
Lennart Grill.
Yeah, but it was a good ball from
Missed
Kahn's
penalty and an
behind the
offside goal.
defense.
Sad shame. I know.
Get behind and run deep into the channel.
For some reason, the Bundesliga app still says it's 2-0 Union.
Luca Kilian to Benno Schmitz for Koln.
It still says 2-0 Union. It's 1-0. The goal was disallowed. So far, that own goal from Timo Hubers is what separates the two sides inside the first 4 minutes. Nearly 20 minutes into this game. Cologne starting to sort of pick up the pace at the moment. Had a few let-offs with the offside goal and the missed penalty. But Union are hungry for goals, and Cologne are going to have to be on the alert. Union fans there in that corner there, making most of the noise here.
Jerry Howe in midweek, they felt that their first half was very passive and lacked intensity. Well, this first half so far by Union is the exact polar opposite. They're really up for this.
Yes, it seems like Urs Fischer, he found the right words. I mean, they have a great motivation if they win this game today. They will be
20 minutes into this game. Been an entertaining game so far. Few talking points. Christopher Trimmel, the right wing back, playing brilliantly. Put the ball into the penalty area, headed away. And Union in their black away strip. Very nice kit, by the way. Playing it forward. It's going to come through. Oh, I tell you what. Came through to Jordan, I believe it was.
Yeah, a bit of an unconventional.
Was it Jordan?
From Schwebe.
Who was actually with the ball?
Could have get down and tried to
It was Geraldo Beck who played it through to Jordan.
keep it with his hands.
And, well, it's kicked away by the keeper, but then hits one of the Cologne defenders and goes out for a corner. So,
Absolutely flying here, Union Berlin.
I tell you what, Cologne are getting fortunate that Cologne are lucky that they're not 4 or 5 down here. They've been poor.
Bodies to pick out as well.
Corner for Christopher Trimmel, and his corner earlier on led to the penalty for handball. What's with the stupid siren sounds?
Again, the Hungarian on to find Becker.
These bloody megaphones.
High here looking for Jordan.
Oh, I tell you what, not a comfortable header back to the keeper, was it, by the Cologne defender there. It was Killian. Cologne come forward. Oh, and the ball's actually gone through Kain's legs by accident and gone out for a throw into Union Berlin. Well, Cologne really do not look good, so I think Stefan Baumgart will be having a few words in the changing rooms at half time. Because quite simply, Cologne just haven't been at it. They haven't looked like doing anything in the final third. They've been lackluster. Defensively, they've been really, really shaky. Union Berlin are just breezing through them so easily. It's like watching Bayern. Literally, this is a similar quality to Bayern, really, when we played against Cologne. Bayern have played Cologne before, smashed them, and they've just opened their defence so easily. Ball goes out of Jordan for Union Berlin. It was a low cross into the penalty area. It is a goal kick to FC Koln, which is taken quickly to the far left-hand side. Is Pedersen on the ball now. XG goals, by the way, 0.9 for Union, so 1 goal practically. 0.05 for Cologne, so Cologne have done absolutely nothing. So if they get a goal, it'll be, well, if they get a goal from this first half, it'll be definitely against the one to play, because they have been absolutely cack.
when he took over,
Do us a favour, by the way, if you haven't already done so, drop a like on the stream, please. That'd be great. That thumbs up button would be great. And also do subscribe for more. We will have some more neutral vlogs coming up here, neutral games, sorry, coming up here and there. Not very often, mind, but we'll do them here and there when I have the chance. So yeah, do click the subscribe button for more. We're now onto the board. We've now started the board to 2,100 or 2.1k with the new big target 3k, but I'm not going that far at the moment. So we've got to 2030, which is good.
Here is Benno Schmitz. Last season, only 7 men putting more crosses than he did in the entire league.
Cologne fans are still singing their hearts out despite playing really poorly. A few whistles and boos around the stadium now. Union have the ball. It's to Christopher Trimmel. He's good with his crosses. Oh, it's a good cross straight into the centre of the penalty area. And it's headed just wide at the post by Jordan. Who was it by? It was by Jordan.
There wasn't much missing. Could have been already.
And it was just right at the post. It was a good header. But again, it's really, really poor man marking. Union playing really, really well. Looking hungry for goals. Look like they're going to score a few. Cologne just have no answer whatsoever in this game. They've been poor. They've just... Their defence has been falling to pieces. I said they've done nothing in the final third, and that just sums it up. They have the ball in the final third, and the cross goes behind the goal for a goal kick, and that sums up Cologne's first half. To be honest with you, Kak in defence, Kak up front, overall, Kak. Come on, Kak man. I bet the goat happy he's not watching the game. For those who don't know, FC Koln's mascot is literally an actual goat. It's a live goat. Because I saw him eating some grass earlier on. He was eating some grass earlier on. The stats just show, don't they? Yeah, I got your prediction. The stats show Cologne have had one shot. That was a volley from outside the penalty from Jonas sector that nearly went to the corner flag. Possession-wise, evenly matched on the possessions. Union Berlin have won more of the challenges, and Union Berlin have had 6 shots. 6 shots to 1, and probably about 2 or 3 on target. So, Union have really been the better side. They're bossing this game, and they just have more desire going forward. Cologne are just... You know, Cologne look like a team that have just been relegated. You know, they look like a team. They're playing as bad as Biddy Bochum are. Good, just out in town, so I can't talk much. I'll try to talk later. Nah, no worries. A few people in the stream now, thanks for joining. Drop a like if you haven't already done so, by the way. That would be brilliant. Hot dog £5, a joke. Is this... I'm sorry, Scotty, is this all you're going to say during the streams? Oh, the price of food's gone up. We know about that because it's something called cost of living crisis. The cost of living crisis. We know the price of food's gone up. I'm not bothered if a hot dog's £5. It's probably a bloody... I told the shopkeeper to go away. £5 hot dog. I mean, it's stupid, really. See, places are trying to gain more money, trying to get more profit. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I bet the hot dogs they buy aren't even that expensive. Not paying £5 for a hot dog. I've paid £4 before for a hot dog at Bolton, I believe, once. Large hot dog was £8. Ridiculous prices. But you live down in Norwich, I live in Middlesbrough. The prices are a bit cheaper here. Not much cheaper, but they are slightly. The price of petrol's going down though, which is a positive. Oh yeah, we got a new car, by the way. We had a problem with our other car. The battery went. The battery went. And we just thought it'd be better to just get a new car rather than trying to pay loads of money to actually get the new batteries sorted. And we had work done that apparently had actually been done incorrectly, so we just thought, get a new car. The only problem with the new car is it's diesel, so we have to pay 180 odd for the diesel rather than the 164 now, which is what the bloody unleaded is. Oh, there you go. Bottles of £4. That's nice. I'm not here to, Scotty. I'm not here to talk about food prices. The Deutsche shop here, food's gone up. My Bockfirst up to 3.30. I will say it. Not cheap now, but you expect food to go up. Food prices always go up, so there you go. But I'm not here to talk about Bockfirst for a pack of 4 is £4. Heh. £3.30 for a pack of 5. But you're getting a proper German shops. Of course, yours is going to be way more expensive. I mean, £6 for some sausages is a bit ridiculous. I can't. Gotta go now. Bye. Don't forget, by the way, guys. Don't forget, if anyone does want to leave a super chat, by the way, then feel free to do so. Do that by pressing the $sign or super sticker, whatever. Completely up to you. You don't have to, but it is there if you want to. There is some people who do sometimes use it. I know that from experience. So if you do want to use that at any time, then feel free. That'd be great.
Because that shows that he's not happy of what is happening.
It's just there if you want to use it. You don't have to. Personally, I'm fine. If you don't, doesn't matter, to be honest. But it is there if you want to use it. And also, while you're there, let's get the like count up, because we're still stuck on 8 likes. Let's get the count up a bit. Let's get the likes up. That'd be great.
I stop yelling. Here's Knocker.
Knocker to left hand side. Union playing the ball well. Oh, a bit of a. It's a bit of a tussle with the ball, and then looked like a foul on the Union play, but ref didn't give it. Pedersen into the centre.
Took a bit the tempo out of the game. The momentum was there to play it forward, but he wasn't sure playing or not. But again, good duels from Koln. They were winning the ball.
Long ball forward.
Elias Skiri, good work here from Skiri. And Skiri's ball pulled back here for Florian Kainz.
It's Kainz to the right hand side.
It's Linton Miner.
Swung into the penalty area by Miner. Headed forward again by Skiri.
Jordan's breakaway for Union.
Oh, challenge. A good challenge, actually, and Koln have won the 4.
I thought Awani would be a big player to replace for Union, but you have to say the work done in their recruitment to spot Jordan, to find him and to bring him in almost as a like-for-like swap for Awani. He's really fitted in for Union, hand in glove so far. The American
1-0 to Union in what's been a pretty controversial game so far, ladies and gentlemen. We've had an own goal in the first 4 minutes. We've had a penalty missed. We've had a goal disallowed for offside. It's been pretty entertaining, to say the least. But Koln haven't been good. They started to pick it up a little bit, but they haven't been great whatsoever.
Rani Kadira. This is Paul Yekel. Sandras Schaefer.
Koln look to get the ball away. Pedersen on the left hand side. Can I get that forward? Ooh, I don't know how he's kept that in play. Kainz has somehow kept that in play with some nice skill. Union win the ball back though.
Jordan alongside in this now.
Jordan
Becker for Union.
to Becker.
He's got Harbour. Becker
Had a goal disallowed. Offside. Bora Viva Colonia. Oh, Bora Viva Colonia.
Trimble.
If that's Spanish, then I actually should. I should sort of know what that means because I've been learning. I've actually been doing Spanish, but I can't remember what that means. If it's, I'm sure that is Spanish. Unless it's Portuguese.
Clubs again have European games this coming Thursday night in the respective Europa and Conference Leagues. Away to take on Portuguese side Braga in the Europa League, while Koln had a game here with the Czech Cup winners.
It's not Spanish. What language is it then? Portuguese? No, not Spanish. Portuguese.
Schmitz. Luca Killian.
Oh, I can't work out. Is this Portuguese or what language is that?
Do you see signs of Koln maybe in this first half beginning to grow into the game more now?
I'm going to have to look on Translate because I don't
the last,
know what it
5-10
says.
minutes they were definitely better. Still, I don't see
Text
them
language.
getting through the midfield easy because Union is very tight.
I'm sure it's Portuguese.
At the end, they play a long ball.
Is it Spanish or
They
Portuguese?
haven't found a way
It.
really to put pressure on Union yet. I think Leonard really hasn't had to save a ball yet. So after 35 minutes,
Bora
it's not
Viva
enough for me.
Colonia.
It's simply not enough for
It is
me,
Portuguese.
and,
Ah.
surely there will be some adjustments.
Let's become a colony.
Stefan Tigges among those on the bench for Koln.
Right.
Players like Andre Duda, Dave Ljubicic, who's played a big role so far this season.
Okay.
As well as the Armenian Sagi Sadamian. So they do have on their bench players who can come on to.
Thanks very much for
maybe
joining the
change
stream, by the way.
things, and Just give things a refresh for Koln in the
Don't
second
get what you
half.
mean. I don't really get what you mean by that.
It's Jordan.
In all
Hands the
fairness.
first-hand ball on here for
He's
Luton
offside.
It's
Surely
Luton
he's
Minor.
offside.
Minor shot.
That's the first
Real
big
power.
opportunity for Cologne. That
There was the flag anyway here for
great
offside
shot, and
against
it's
Minor. This would
it's
not
well
have counted
saved, but
anyway.
it it's well offside. Miles off.
Looks very tight.
Well, actually-
here, but it was a good ball straight. Played it straight up front.
He's only just
Leonard
offside.
Gruber, he was out
It's a
of
tight
possession,
call,
Leonard.
actually.
Leonard Gruber made a good save here.
And the Cologne Ultras in the Sud Curva, the south stand, waving their flags, clapping, chanting, singing their hearts out despite their team being 1-0 down and not playing particularly brilliantly. Union with the ball though. That stands Union going top of the league on 14 points, ahead of Bayern. And the other 4 teams that are 112 points as well.
Schaefer did score against Germany in the Euros 2 summers ago now. In the unique in a 2-2 draw. Beat Manuel Neuer no less in that game for Hungary, the European Championship.
So I'm just looking at something whilst keeping half an eye on this game,
Hugo White now for
which has been
Wales.
interesting. Pretty interesting games so far.
Go long here.
That's a great ball.
Rewarding,
Can he keep?
Yannick Harbour.
Can he get it in? No, he
Again,
can't
Harbour,
keep
a
it
very
in
clever
play.
signing. He had 6 years and books at
And it's a
Freiburg.
goal kick to
Team
Cologne.
which made the cup final last year and qualified for European competition.
Was Haber. It was Haber that was chasing the ball. Couldn't get onto it. Went off for a goal kick to Cologne. Been taken by
Yes, exactly. And this is
Faber,
what Union, they
who
were
has
looking
already
for
saved a
because they didn't
penalty in
have
this
so
game.
much money when they returned, when they promoted first time
Long ball
to
forward.
the Bundesliga. They had to be innovative. And
that.
also Khedira, he came on a free from Augsburg.
Let's give a foul for that.
And they fit
I thought that was
into
soft,
a
that.
team and a system that just works so well.
That was a foul, though.
All credit
He didn't
goes
give it.
there, obviously, to Urs Fischer,
I
because
don't
he
understand
makes
this
them
referee.
look like this.
Here's FC Koln coming forward. Good looking ball into the centre. Skiri struggling to keep hold of that. And FC Union Berlin are going to come away with the ball here. Into the final 6 minutes. Well, not almost. Yeah, almost into the final 6 minutes of this first half. Been an interesting first half. A few talking points.
Look at Robin Knocker as well. He's only missed one league game in 3 seasons now with
And if you want to watch the game, by the way, Sky Sports Football. If you are in the United Kingdom, if you're in Germany, it'll probably be on DAZN or on Sky Sports Germany or ARD even. Oh, there's a bit of a pullback header into his own penalty area again. An opportunity there for Koln, wasted. Headed to the left hand side. Pedersen tries to swing it into the box, but it's great defending by Christopher Trimmel. Goes off for a corner to Koln, their first corner. If you got a bet on corners, by the way, we are on. This is the
This has been certainly the last 5 or 6 minutes has been Koln's best spell off.
third corner again, I believe.
It could be 3 or 4 nil down across the game.
Corner for Cologne then.
On the corner here, it is Florian Kainz.
It's Kainz with an in-swinger.
Kainz delivers.
Headed at the far post, and it's the wrong side of the post.
So I think Christian Pedersen's headed at the far post.
It's headed at the far post, it's just the wrong side of the...
Again, Leonard Grill, he doesn't look very...
doesn't get a great connection on it.
He was a bit out of position, went the steps
Yeah. Wrong side of the post, really.
and then you are in
But that was a good opportunity for Cologne. Really good opportunity, that.
Couldn't have saved that one.
Just a shame it wasn't.
This is first start for the club in the Bundesliga. 2 years
Sadly for them, it
second
wasn't
division days in the
a
middle
goal.
part of the last decade before a 4-year spell with England's Birmingham City.
There's Fisher there, stood,
We're only on a team who simply took
giving
their
some
chances.
orders
You
out.
see now with our match facts powered by AWS, the
And this
efficiency
is,
so far, they've scored 13
so
goals
this
for
is
XG of just 6.
the XG for Union this season. They scored 13 goals, their XG 6. Bayern 15 goals expected, they've scored 19. So a lot of the teams this season have been better in their XG, which is good. And I say Union Berlin are a quality team.
I think before today's game,
They have
no
a
team had
quality
fewer
side.
shots than Union across the first 5 games, but to have that great knack of
There's Stefan
taking chances,
Baumgartel there.
it has stood
Didn't
Union
look too
Berlin in
happy.
wonderful stead so far this season in these early weeks of the
Warren
Bundesliga
at his
season.
team. God. 41.5 minutes into the final couple of minutes before we enter added time, which I think will be about 3 minutes. We've had the penalty, that took about a minute. We had the VAR for the second goal, which took well over a minute. And then stoppages for free kicks. Could be looking at 3 or 4 minutes, but I think 3 minutes really, to be honest with you. So 3 minutes, I think.
Hasn't scored a goal in the league since then. As I say, his last goal came in the relegation playoff match that season, away to Holstein Kiel.
So 1-0 Union at the Rhein-Energy Stadion. Goal inside the first 4 minutes, an own goal. And Union could have been 3-0 up inside the first 16 minutes. They had a penalty for handball, which was wasted because it was a poor pen. Easy for the goalkeeper for FC Koln. Schwaber just easily saved it. It was a poor pen. And then Union did have a goal chopped off for offside, because Becker was miles offside, came back from an offside position.
This real golden era under Urs Fischer. Before the 2019 promotion, they'd never been in the Bundesliga before.
Ouch.
Now, Had 11th place finish, a 7th place finish, and 5th last year. Union just get better and better year
Caught in
after
the
year.
head there, didn't he? 4 in for Union. 43 minutes. And Cologne looking to close the half on a high. Trying to get themselves an equaliser. They have been better in the last 10 minutes though. Been going forward a lot more. They've been much better on the ball. But Union, I think, second half will come out. They'll be annoyed that they haven't got 3 goals here. They'll come out second half and try and batter them. And if they're not careful, Cologne, then they'll get walloped by the end of tonight. That's a good pass. Oh, it was an interesting ball through. You can see the idea there. Trying to play through the centre, but went straight to a Union player. Cologne do have it back now though on the right hand side. That's a foul. Shove in the back. Free kick to Cologne then. A foul on Martel.
Koln with, I think, 71 crosses and 3 goals from crosses, the best stats of any team in this season's Bundesliga from.
Yeah, it was a foul.
This season, but
Was a foul. He went into him.
rather cross shy against Union.
This is a good crossing opportunity here. It's on the right hand side of the penalty area, on the right wing for FC Köln, and I think Jonas Hector is over this.
Only Geraldo Becker is out there, so I would play it and play a 2-1 because from there played in. They have so many tall players
In the box from Hector, headed away. Back out to the right hand side. Still another opportunity. Nah, he's got to be stronger than that, Hector. He won't get a foul for that. The ball has gone out of play for him. Nachspielzeit, 3 Minuten. 3 Minuten. For this indicating a minimum of 3 minutes added time. 3 minutes added time. Can Cologne get themselves an equaliser before half time? And then the half on a high, or will it be Union going in 1-0 up at half time? We'll see what happens. Pedersen with the ball left hand side. Gets dispossessed. Pedersen and Schaefer were battling for the ball. In the end, Pedersen won a free kick.
But this is what they have to change, Cologne. They have to find the way, and here comes the long ball again.
Cologne with a long ball down the right wing. Oh, it ended up being headed into the penalty area. No, never a pen. Claiming for a foul there, Cologne fans, but
so tactically, I have to send down.
Wasn't a foul.
The match plan is.
I don't think so.
Perfectly,
Deeds.
perfectly executed also
Well,
from Union.
nah, he's tried to run through him. I mean, slight hint of obstruction maybe, but for me, I don't think there's not enough there to give a penalty. I wouldn't have said it's a pen. He just tries to run through him and just fails miserably. I don't think that's a penalty personally. Final minute of added time. 3 minutes indicated. Cologne 0, Union 1. If you have joined, welcome to the stream. Please get your comments in the live chat. Also drop a like on the stream. People who have already liked the stream will get fed up with me saying it, but I do always say it anyway. For new people, anyone that's just joined the stream. Cross in, headed out for a corner in front of the Nord curve.
Good movement from Kainz. Good chance now.
In front of the Cologne fans.
With a positive
Corner,
into half-time.
left hand side. And the stadium rises and the atmosphere is brilliant here. Despite this is a team that's 1-0 down. The atmosphere is brilliant. Corner into the box. Headed towards goal. Oh, it's still in there. Oh, it's unlucky. It's ended up into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Thought it was going to lead to a goal. The corner came into the box, headed on the near post.
Definitely they practice
Takes a touch off a Union player. No, it doesn't actually. It's kicked towards goal by Martel and ends up in the gloves of the keeper. The ball cleared away. That is the half-time whistle. Interesting first half, I have to say. In this game, both teams having a decent. Both teams having a decent game in the end. It's been an interesting first half. Abseits in die Rhein-NG Stadion in die Bundesliga spiele FC Koln gegen Union Berlin 0-1. 1-0, 1-0 to Union Berlin at half-time at the Rhein-NG Stadion. A very interesting first half, few talking points of course. Certainly in the first 20 minutes, very entertaining first 20 minutes, certainly if you're a Union Berlin fan. If you're if you're a Koln fan, you certainly won't want to see them first 20 minutes again. Inside the first 4 minutes, we had an own goal. It was a ball low cross into the box from the left-hand side, and it took a wicked deflection off the centre-back, Timo Hubers. Goes down to an own goal for him inside 4 minutes. It gave Union the lead with the first opportunity of the game, I should say. Since then, Cologne just fell to pieces. They didn't look good. They didn't know what they were doing. Union were ripping through them. You know, it was going straight through them easily, slicing them open. They got themselves a penalty. A corner came into the box from Christopher Trimmel on the right-hand side in front of the Ultras. And it was headed on at the far post. And it hit the arm of one of the Cologne defenders. Now, I think this is I thought this was a difficult one to call because yes, it hits his arm, but if you look, his arm is sort of by his side. His arm's by his side, but it is up, so they've probably classed it as it does hit sort of here, doesn't it? Sort of does hit the actual arm, and they've classed it as unnatural position. His arm's sort of by his side, but his arm is up, so it's classed as unnatural position. They gave it as a penalty. VAR checked it as well. Penalty given. Penalty taken in the end by Jordan. Was one of the worst penalties you'll ever see in Bundesliga history. It was so poor, hit with barely any power, and it was a pretty easy save for the keeper. It was an awful, awful penalty. And then a couple of minutes later, Union Berlin thought they'd got the second goal, which they probably deserved in fairness, given how well they were playing the first 20 minutes. It was a brilliant goal, actually. It was a cross. It was brilliant work from Becker on the left-hand side. He gets to the bar line, skips past the player, puts it into the penalty area, volleyed towards goal at the right-hand side by Christopher Trimmel, goes nowhere near, falls straight back to Becker, who just, well, he's at low first time, a low-driven shot, at a tight angle as well, and it does take a slight touch off the goalkeeper on its way in. But it was a great goal. Unfortunately, Becker was about 2 or 3 yards offside on the VAR replay, which meant the goal was chopped off offside. Since then, Cologne started to wake up. They've had some decent opportunities of their own. They had a shot which was saved. They've had a few corners of their own, which have caused a few problems for the Union defenders. But in all fairness, I think Union should have been 2 or 3-0 up in the first 20 minutes. Cologne could have had a goal, but it's not been their day so far, has it? I'll give you the half-time stats, by the way. 4 shots, 1 on target for Cologne, 6 shots, 2 on target for Union. So since Union had that goal disallowed inside the first 20 minutes, Cologne have been the better side. They've gone forward with more desire. They've been much better than they were in the first couple of minutes, I will say. Hopefully for Cologne's sake, they can keep it up in the second half and get themselves an equaliser, but neither goalkeeper's been really tested in that first half, in all fairness. And the second half will be coming up very, very soon. Looking forward to seeing what this second half brings. If you've got any bets on for this game, I'll just let you know we have got 1 card. Penalty was given. We have also had in total now we've had 4 corners. And nothing else. Possession stats, by the way, Koln just edging it on 52% as well. But at the end of the day, haven't done enough with it in the final third and found themselves 1-0 down at half time. Second half action coming up very, very soon indeed after this short break. Eh? The music's not playing. Hang on. Eh? The music's not playing. Oh, that's why. Welcome back. Second half is going to get underway very, very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're going to have a half-time substitution for FC Koln at half-time. Interesting 45 minutes there. Penalty, an offside goal and an own goal. Bit of a controversial first half. Well, let's see what the second half brings us then. As Koln make a half-time sub.
Those two aren't playing today.
Dun 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 Stefan Tigges is going to come on by the looks of it for FC Koln. Who's going off though? FC Koln are actually coming out onto the field now. Tigges makes me think it might be Jordan.
So Koln looking to protect and
Where does Tigges play?
preserve their unbeaten start.
He's a forward. Makes me think it might be Jordan coming off, or
once again,
could be
talk
Ebler.
about that front two, Sherrod Becker and Jordan. A new combination this season. It looks like they've been playing together, Jerry, for ages.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very surprised that the link up between them is working so well. They have a good understanding. Geraldo is more the ones who runs into the channels because of his speed. Jordan is more the one who tries to protect the ball when there's a long ball coming because he's a bit.
FC Koln should be coming out onto the field now. What they're doing? They're taking the time, aren't they?
It's just a good pairing,
Taking the time.
and most likely we will see that in the second half as well.
Here come Koln for the second half. They hope to turn
And
this
Koln
one
coming
around.
out, led out by Jonas Sekter.
Results so far, a couple of wins
second
and
half.
3 draws from their first 5 matches. 9 points, so a win for them would see them take a share of
Right.
first place before
See what the second half brings us.
Back later on.
No, sir, dear.
Koln
FC
to turn this one around to preserve that
Koln.
unbeaten start.
What the he up
Challenge sees indeed Dietz taken off, and in his place comes Stefan Tigges, looking for his first goal for the club in the Bundesliga.
Oh no, Jordan's already plays for Union. I meant so Deeds, is it? Und unser Tier, Eide immer no so dear FC
So Koln get the second half in motion for us.
Second half underway.
First half,
Abseits Spielwechsel beim FC Köln für die Nummer 33 Florian Dietz mit jetzt die Nummer 2 und für die Nummer 21 Stefan Tigges.
They were better in duels.
Substitution made by FC Köln at half-time, replacing number 33 Florian Dietz is number 21 Stefan Tigges.
On Khedira, who has stayed down now. Rani Khedira, not a player to make the most of these challenges. That's painful.
Wemby Khedira's got caught in the shin already.
Yeah, but this is what you have to accept when you play against Union. You will have a lot.
Remy
of
Khedira
try
against
to get on top of them.
Jonas Sekter for another 45 minutes, and what should be another 45 minutes of entertainment for us.
Yeakel,
See
Anton
what the
here,
second half is.
ahead of Jordan.
See what happens in this second half.
Beyond the midweek European matches, the clubs return to league action next weekend. Koln,
Goal kick taken by Schwaber.
bottom 6 defeats for them. Beaten by Schalke last
Just joined us
season.
again for the second half. Welcome
Review
back.
derby, while Union have a home game with
Second half
Wolfsburg.
already underway now,
With
with Cologne going from left to right towards the Ultras.
yesterday.
And Adiada coming forward already. Here's an early opportunity. Oh, it's a good save by the keeper. It was Maynard running forward, through on goal. The keeper does come out on top though. Grill, really good save by the goalkeeper there.
Right into the channel.
To be honest, it's poor defending really by Leiter.
He's quick.
Should have done a lot better. Corner for Koln, great save by Grilling, goal for Union then.
Quick succession for the Billy Goats. What can Koln
If you just joined us for the first time, welcome to the stream. 1-0 Union as we enter the second half. Looking forward to this second half. Overhead kick by
Never scored a goal
Nice
in
try.
senior German football, Eric Martel. Maybe a clash of heads between
Overhead
the two
kick
leaders.
by, was it Martel?
And,
Let's have a look. Bit of a coming together. Ooh, bit of a coming together as the keeper came out for the corner. There's that chance again from Maida. It's a great save by the goalkeeper. Long stretched arm out, sends that over the bar. Good save by the keeper. Cologne thought they were going to score there, didn't they? Cologne's bench were up, ready to celebrate, and they ended up sitting down again. So the overhead kick went out to play. Goal kick to Union.
4 league games the year before that. Here by Benno Schmitz. On now towards Jordan. Christian Pedersen.
It's a good ball forward by Pedersen, but it's Stefan Tigges was chasing that. Didn't get to it though. For Union in their own third. I'm just eating cheese.
Of course, Koln have lost onto the Modeste to Dortmund this season. The Modeste last season got 20 of their 52 league goals.
Get a bit of calcium into me.
Big hole to fill.
Long ball forward. Oh, could be an opportunity. Can he get that forward? Oh, he can't. Straight back with Union.
Modeste was such an iconic figure here, Jerry. This is an enormous place to fill in the team and the entire club.
Yeah, Modeste has its history at Cologne. He had good times, then also bad times, but last season obviously it was a stunning season for him.
Great interception, but then ends up going off for 4 off Jonas Hector.
And that was a lot of crossings. I don't know how many he converted, but I guess it was a lot.
He was going to have to be quick because he's getting put under pressure there, the Union keeper Grill. Oh, headed forward. That's... Ooh. I thought that was a push in the back, but nothing given. I thought it was a push in the back on Becker there, but referee didn't give anything. Long ball forward for Union. Here's Stefan Tigges at the bar line. Wins a corner. Corner for the Billy Goats then. And it's 3 corners on the bounce now for the Billy Goats in this game. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that today is the 21st anniversary of the 2001 9/11 disaster. And of course, still to this day, all our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the victims. And it was a very stressful time, very stressful time for everyone involved. And if you don't know about the 9/11 disaster, it was in New York City in 2001 on this very day. 2 planes. There was, I think they put it down as some sort of terrorist attack. I think they did. 2 planes ended up being diverted. And ended up crashing into Twin Towers, killing a lot of people and scaring the entirety of New York City. You could see smoke. You could see smoke a mile away. It was pretty awful. That's a corner. Claims for handball by Koln. Should be a corner anyway, but claims a handball. The referee just stopped for the moment. Have a look here.
Oh yeah.
It is handball.
You're right, and I think this
That's handball.
should have a review, to be honest.
Let's have a look. It bounces up. It does hit the arm of a Union player, and his arm is up like that. His arm's up like that, it hits his arm there. It, in all honesty, should be reviewed. Oh no, looks like it hasn't been reviewed. Whoa. Union have got away one there. Penalty hasn't been given. That's a foul. That was cynical. He's got to be booked for that. Aye, 2 wide. Yellow card there. Stefan Tigges was literally through. It's a long ball. Tigges is away. He just gets pulled back. It's silly. It's cynical. Tactical. It's a yellow card for Wobbin Knocker. Second half, Conavine was open. Oh, second kind of open. Second kind of Ironboo was open. Second half kind of Ironboo. I'll get me teeth in. Second half kind of Ironboo was open. Up your nose. Cheese everyone, dank. Good looking cross. Punched away by Grill. Oh, late challenge. That's a yellow. Late challenge on Schaefer by Pedersen, and that sees him go into the book as well. 3 yellow cards now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good punch away by Grill. Schaefer gets to the ball first, and Pedersen comes in late. It's poor challenge. Ooh. There's definitely a yellow card there. So 9 minutes into the second half, and we have 2 yellow cards already. It's been a feisty second half so far. It's been interesting as well. Enjoying it so far. There's some really good games in the Bundesliga this season. We've got Dortmund Schalke coming up next week, but I'm not available for that. I'm at the Borough, I think, next week.
It's a long time ago, but yeah, he was he had that in him, I think.
The Union fans have made a journey from Berlin for today's game. Have seen their team start well. Just 1 or 2 maybe warning signs here that Koln have begun to find their rhythm and their range in the second half, after I'm sure fairly brusque team talk at half-time from Stefan Baumgart.
Bank holiday being announced for the date of Her Majesty the Queen's funeral. The 19th of September will be a national bank holiday. Allows individuals, businesses and other organisations to pay their respect to Her Majesty. Bank holiday will operate the same as other bank holidays. No statutory entitlement to time off. Employees may include bank holidays as part of the workers' leave. Bank holiday will take place in the UK.
Unbeaten so far across match days 1 to 5.
So
in for Becker, and Becker on for Jordan.
an opportunity cleared away.
Stays at 1-0.
Schools will be closed on the 19th as well, I assume, so will colleges as well.
Knocker to Buell White. That's Rezon into the orbit. Becker's here again.
Need Berlin to get another goal, mate, to get a prediction right. They could have been 3-0 up in the first half. They had a pen that they missed. They had a goal that was disallowed for offside. Schaefer with a shot blocked. Oh, that's a great challenge, in fairness. Quality challenge that was. Here's Becker on the left-hand side for Union into the centre. That's a foul, light. And Union with the foul, free kick. Free kick in the way of Union. This was a chance again. It was in the penalty area, flicked in towards Jordan, and it was just about away. Is there another stream on this after this, mate? I'm on with Liam Martin tonight, 7:30 for Ligue 1 game. Marseille against Lyon should be a cracking game. I'll be live on Liam's channel for that, so you can tune into that if you want. Free kick for Union then. Going to be taken by Christopher Trimmel, being good at the set pieces. Taken shot to Becker, back to Christopher Trimmel, one down the left. Goes onto his right foot, looks to bend it. Oh, tell you what, He's managed to loop it over the keeper and it's hit the crossbar at the far post. Another cross headed in. Oh, no. Another cross into the box, headed away. Headed away? What am I on about? This is the Trimmel. Tries to loop it into the far corner, hits the crossbar, and then another cross is headed wide at the goal. I don't know why I said headed away. Any words in the muddle. It's Sunday. You know, it is what it is. It's Sunday for you. Oh, that's a foul. Ref. Should be a yellow card. Yep, no worries.
A lot of fouls now. Then
just type in Liam Martin on if you saw on YouTube. If you type in Liam Martin, and it should be the first one that comes up. It actually comes up here. Live Monaco Leon live watch along. League One watch along. Top of here. Huge gain for both teams with Deserts Football Stand. Seeing how many typos he's made here. 5th place against 10th should be interesting. I made the thumbnail, by the way. Quite happy with that.
He did start as right back at the game away in Nice on Thursday.
Just to let you know, on your watch along, you've put a huge gain instead of gain. And to be honest, you don't actually need that. You don't need to put a huge game for both teams. You can just put live watch along with Deserts Football Stand, and there you go. Just sending a message to Liam Martin there. He's put a huge gain. Good spelling, Liam. Really, really good spelling.
Is definitely a more offensive-minded player. He's not a right back. He's more like a winger. He can play as a right back, but he's.
Drop a like down to what he done. So we're still not on 10 likes. That's unbelievable. We normally have over 10 likes by now. We still haven't got up there, so you know the drill. Let's get up to 10 likes. Actually, what I'll say, here's what I'm going to say. If you think Union Berlin are going to score a second goal, drop a like. If you think Cologne are going to equalise, drop a like. And if you don't think there'll be any more goals, don't bother. So. If you think Union are up court, if you think there's going to be another goal in this game, drop a like, basically. Done it the usual conventional way. Ooh, that's a rough tackle, that is. It's a rough tackle. Don't think a yellow's been given, though. Lubicic, and that was Schindler that's going to be coming on. So Dejan Lubicic and also Kingsley Schindler coming on for FC Koln. Ball into the penalty area, straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper for FC Koln, Schwaber. And Schwaber was blocked, so the referees told him to kick it again. In die 61. Spielminute Doppelwechsel beim FC Köln für die Nummer 3 Christian Pedersen und die Nummer 2 Benno Schmitz. Spielt jetzt die Nummer 7 Dejan Lubicic und die Nummer 17 Kingsley Schindler. Double substitution for FC Köln, replacing number 3 Christian Pedersen, and number 2 Benno Schmitz is number 17 Kingsley Schindler and number 7 Dejan Lubicic. Substitutions made in the 61st minute.
For Kingsley Schindler. Killian back to goalkeeper Schwaber. So still Union in front. That's Timo Huber's own goal. the difference. Here is Ljubicic. Loskins ball from the fellow substitute here, Kingsley Schindler. To Elias Skiri. Skiri goes around Robin Knokke. Schindler again for Koln now to involve Erik Martel. Timo Hubers, Koln here with a good spell of possession.
Right.
Union half. Can they find
62.5 minutes played in this game.
Skiri.
Can he turn past him, Skiri? No, he can't.
Off the ball.
Oh, and Union actually get a free kick, I believe, for one or two pushes in the back there. I have another sub here.
Milos Pantovic has not played too much since his summer move from Borkum. Here he comes, the former Bayern junior, born in Munich. He is a Serbia youth international, formerly. Says Pantovic that when he was let go by Bayern by Carlo Ancelotti, he was told by Ancelotti that
In die 63. Spielminuten Spielwechsel bei Union Berlin für die Nummer 19 Yannick Haberer spielt jetzt die Nummer 32 Milos Pantovic. Substitution made in the 63rd minute for Union Berlin, replacing number 19 Yannick Haberer is number 32 Milos Pantovic.
Hector in his more familiar left back position. Schindler.
Right, we're into the 64th minute now, ladies and gentlemen. Still 1-0 to Union. Union as it stands heading top of the league tonight. Oh, and Freiburg yet to play against Mönchengladbach as well. They play later on today. I won't be staying live for that. So I've got to go and have me. I've got to go have me food as well. So I've had no dinner, so I need to make sure I have me food before Liam's stream at 7:30. About 7:30 today. Long ball down for Union. That's a foul. Yeah, I don't know why he's complaining there, Hubers. It was a foul. Free kick to Union Berlin. The side from the capital. And Stadion Aldeval Fostere. Or something like that. Foster. Or as I like to call it, the Forest Stadium. Because literally their stadium is in the middle of a forest. A very weird setting. Weird setting, really. Having a stadium in the middle of a forest. But only Union Berlin could have that. Fun for Union Berlin into the final 25 minutes of this game. This is a good opportunity into the centre. Can he get the shot off? Oh, he can't. In actual fact, the interception came in, but it's actually a goal kick for Koln. Tackle came in. Nofsy must have took a last touch off the Union player. Schindler trying to go down the right hand side. Good defending there as Fischer, excuse me, applauding his player there. Good defending there. So long throw down towards the bar line. And it's Stefan Tigges who wins a throw-in at the corner flag. So throw-in for Koln on the right hand side. Long throw-in from Schindler. Headed up into the air. It's gone back to Schindler right. Crossed in on the volley. It's really poor. It's gone straight to the keeper who comes out and gets it. It's not a great cross, let's be honest. Easy for the keeper.
Jordan here with Timo Hubers.
Thieves have been better tonight.
At the game's 3/4 distance mark. For Koln.
Do Koln look like scoring at all? I need them to score for my bet. All I'll say is they started the second half well, and then the last 10 minutes have actually been all Union. I don't say yes or no, because the thing with Cologne is they can score against the run of play. They've been known for scoring quite a lot of times against the run of play. For the moment, I'll say no, because they've had chances. They've had chances in the final third, but they've been wasteful. So I'll say no. The reason I'm saying no is because I don't want to say yes and then mislead you. I don't want to say yes and then Cologne don't score. But then again, I suppose I could be misleading you if Cologne do score and I say no. So, but I'll say no because I don't think they look like scoring, in fairness. But then again, anything can happen in football. It's a funny old game. How much are we talking here then? If you win, how much do you win for this bet then? Oh, cleared out. How much do you win for this bet? I always like to know how much people can win on the bets. I don't know. I don't do betting, mind, but I know someone who does do betting. Harry Doherty. Cologne were, I think, 15-8. Cologne 15-8, I think, or 11-8 or something to win this game. Let's hope to do 795 quid if they score. You must have put a big bet. You must have put a bet on a few teams then. Have you betted on a few teams? Because if you haven't, how do you win 700 quid? What have you bet on? In the box from Koln, headed away.
Schindler, Linton Miner's flick on. There again, Linton Miner.
9 matches, both to score. Have you got the first 8 matches right? Have all the matches been right so far? Be a bit of a kick in the plebs, won't it? If the only game to not have both teams scoring is this game. So your other 8 have actually won. So the other 8 have actually won, but this one at the moment isn't, with 20 minutes to go. Oh dear. Oh well. Fingers crossed for you. £795. That'll buy you a takeaway in London. Could get you a 3-course meal in a posh restaurant in London.
Again, a good example again now. Kind doesn't find anyone to play to, plays the long ball. Defense of Union, easy to deal with it.
Was waiting on Angers and Lorient in Ligue 1 to score earlier than they did. I live in Ireland. You live in Ireland, so it's €795, not pound. Because that's the pound sign. You're on about euros then. Live in Ireland. Which one do you live? Well, I suppose it depends really, because I know Republic of Ireland is euros, but I don't know if Northern Ireland is British. Northern Ireland, that's why. So that's why Northern, yeah. Couldn't say. Northern Ireland is, I believe, British pounds, and then Republic of Ireland is euro. Must be a nightmare if you end up going on holiday to Northern Ireland. If you got people living in Ireland, you'd have to exchange your money to euros just to go and see someone in literally your neighbour country. Ouch. Yellow cards coming out for Kingsley Schindler. Got a few yellow cards here. Yeah, well, fair enough. Ooh. That's not handball, is it? No. But that was a silly challenge. I mean, in fairness. There's not that. He only just to say catches him. Except you was in some shops in Belfast, bigger towns and cities. Oh, fair enough.
Here for the ever vocal Stefan Baumgart, and a yellow card has been shown as well to one of the Koln staff on the bench.
Ha! One of Cologne coaching staff's just been shown the yellow card by the ref. Pillock. Well, cheers for joining. Drop a like and stream if you haven't already done so. That would be great. And let's hope for your sake that there is a goal. Do you cover all leagues? Nah. I've only just really started doing the neutral streams. I normally tend to do the cup finals if I can do them. So I tend to do a lot of the English. I tend to do a lot of. Wait. So I've only just sort of started. Just came across the stream today. Well, I'm only doing neutral stream C when I actually can.
November of last season. I'm sure Koln will take a point now if offered to them.
Cologne with a corner.
For now have all three.
Don't get excited because they've not looked like scoring from any of them. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. It's Union with a corner. It's headed up into the air. Cleared away.
Tigger's back in there by Yekel for
Good
Union.
forward.
There's Jordan.
Oh, hello.
Loose ball. Pantovic.
Oh!
Goes close over the bar for Milos Pantovic.
Who do you spot? My home team's Middlesbrough, but I follow a few teams.
Good layup here from Jordan.
This channel just consists of other teams due to different reasons. Mask is that badge you'll see at the right hand side underneath the buying one. That's a non-league team. I go and watch them here and there when brother aren't at home.
Double change, Kevin Behrens and Sven Michel coming on.
What was that? It's come up.
And Thielmann.
Kinds for
Highly famed academy system here.
74 minuten spelen beim FC Koln für die Nummer 11 Florian Kainz. Spielt die Nummer 29. Jan Thielmann. Substitution for Cologne. Replacing at number 11, Florian Kainz, is number 29. Jan Thielmann. Was it definitely 29, wasn't it? 29, yeah, it's definitely. We've got double sub here. On Doppelwechsel beim Union Berlin für die Nummer 45. Jordan Ziabachu spielt die Nummer 17. Kevin Behrens. Und für die Nummer 27 Schivaldo Becker ist Nummer 11 Sven Mitchell. Middlesbrough were great to watch when Janino Ravanelli were there in the Premier. Borough have had some great legends down the time. I mean, Bernie Slaven. My dad's been a Borough fan for 54 years, something like that. And he's 57. He's been supporting Borough practically all his life, and he's seen loads of legends. John Hendry, Armstrong, who passed away the other week. Also, there was Bernie Slaven, Mowbray, who was a Borough legend as well at the time. Who else was there? We've had some. Our leading top scorer as well, top scorer of all time, George Camsell, got himself. He died in the 1960s, but there was a new statue unveiled of him. Janino Ravanelli were magnificent. Downing was a decent player for us. Macaroni, pasta merchant, but Macaroni, yeah. We've had some great players along. Oh, Max Schwarzer, don't forget as well. Can't forget Max Schwarzer as well. Really, the team that, the team that got us to the European final in 2006 and also won us the Carling Cup in 2004. was the best really for us. We had some good players in when we were in Prem as well. Ben Gibson was with both for a long time as well. So there's a lot of players that have played that, you know, we've had a lot of good players in the time. Mavanelli and Janino were a magnificent partnership though. Oh, I could fall for them. Oh, it hasn't. Union get it away. 13 minutes to go. It isn't looking good, I'm afraid, at the minute. But just stay with us. You never know what's going to happen. The ref's certainly not on Koln's side because he's given free kicks quite a few times to Union. Schindler's got to be careful. He has already been booked. By the way, I forgot to say double substitution made by Union Berlin. I did say in German, not in English. I skipped forward actually. I meant to skip forward. Double substitution being made by Union Berlin. Jordan Siabachu and also Shavalda Becker both went off. They were replaced by Kevin Behrens and Sven Mitchell. One sub left for Cologne, 2 subs left for Union Berlin. So they look to edge the game. Surprised there hasn't been more goals. I know, tell me about it. If I win, I'll buy you a pint or 2. Have a job. I live in Middlesbrough, you live in Northern Ireland, so quite a job. But unless you want to send it by super chat, you can send it by super chat or super sticker if you want. Don't forget of course. Don't forget, of course, that today it does mark 21 years since the 9/11 disaster in New York City, and once again our thoughts and prayers are still with the families affected during these times, and say terrible what happened. It was really, really awful. Cross blocked by who? Who blocked it? Was it? Who blocked it? Lighter, bad looks of it. Corner for Koln. FC Koln with a corner. It's Minor in the box. Headed away. Cologne have played all right in the second half, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. Oh dear. Oh dear. Killian's been booked and he's been shown a second yellow card, and that is a red card for Killian, the Cologne centre-back. Silly challenge. He was on a yellow card as well. Takes him down, and that's Luca Killian heading off the pitch. Second yellow card. Silly really. Didn't really need to do that. And he's been shown a red card. So, bye! Gelbe water card for Cologne. FC Koln.
Having scored early, they've really managed the game pretty well. And as I say, they've clearly done their homework on Koln's main threats.
Cologne are going to struggle for the next couple of minutes. They have to play the final 9 minutes with 10 men. Maybe play better with 10 men. Suitsy. Really poor first touch, takes it out. Well, we knew that we had a feeling there'd be a red card in this game. There's going to be a few cards in this because the referee who's officiating this game does average about 5 or 6 cards a game, and we've had a red card. So I'm pretty sure Harry Doherty early on in the stream, he said I think there'll be a red card in this game, and being the case, With a red card.
Closer now against 10 players. This is a Trimmel. Dug out the cross.
In the box for Union. Headed away. Still in there. Volley towards goals. Crap. Can Koln get it away? No, they can't. It's still in there. Finally thumped away by, I believe, Jonas Hector, who's dropped the centre back. Cleared down the field for Koln. That's a foul. What? I'm watching this as a neutral, and even I claimed for that foul. Dear me. I'm pretty sure that was a foul. The referee has really been against Koln today, really, in fairness, hasn't he? He's been on Union's side. I want to know, where is this referee actually from?
But apart from that, we haven't seen really chances. And now with one man down, obviously very difficult.
It's a good opportunity. Oh, he just couldn't wiggle through him, could he? Koln's struggling to get it away. It's gone back to the keeper in the end.
Just 4 goals now given up across 6 full match days. The best defence of any team in this season's Bundesliga.
Where's the referee from?
Has the knack of really disrupting and stifling and
Referee based in Württemberg, which is Bavaria? Württemberg. Württemberg. Whereabouts is that? Württemberg. Huh. Stefan Baumgart's just been shown a yellow now, by the way. It's hilarious. It's sort of Bavarian. Who's that just came off?
6 minutes of it. Jonas Hector for Koln.
Numbers that.
This is Damian. Jubicic. You can see the Union here, they are so effective defensively.
84 minuter spiller så beim FC Köln för det nummer 37 Linton Miner spielt die Nummer 22 Sargis Adamian. Substitution made by FC Köln, replacing number 37 Miner is number 23 Sargis Adamian. Substitution made in the 84th minute. 5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, now. In the box, headed in towards the centre. It's away for Union. Hector with the ball can try and get it back in. Swung in, cleared away. Not looking good for Koln. Doesn't look like they're going to get an equaliser here. Long ball goes to absolutely no one. Ah, dear me. Oh, 12 likes, good.
Chase through balls, more of a target man. The Behrens story, a great one. He only came into the Bundesliga at the age of 31 last season. Having spent so many years in the lower leagues, he was playing with Saarbrücken in the 4th tier as recently as 2018. Joined Union from a skull with Sandhausen.
Foul. Free kick Koln.
His career began as a right back in the academy at Werder Bremen.
It's Jonas Hector. Ooh, he gets caught from behind. Reminder, Champions League is back this week. Bayern versus Barcelona. All the U is one of the teams, one of the games. Quality game that should be. There's quite a lot of good games to look out for this week. Hector with a free kick. Swung into the penalty area. Oh, it's headed away again. Headed forward. Headed back in. It's away. Thrown to Koln. I don't know how this game is only 1-0. I don't know how this is 1-0. It's been an entertaining game. I don't know how it's only 1-0 though. That's handball. Oh, Koln have the ball anyway. And that's why the ref didn't give a free kick for handball. Because Koln did have the ball in the end. You don't want to be passing it round the back again. Oh, long ball forward. Might find its way to a Damian. Nah. Just gone too far for him. How is it only 1-0? Yeah, I know that.
We're going to see Zegwin coming on for Schaefer. Zegwin, as I say, is a very robust and combative player. Got 9 times for Quarterfoot last season.
In die 88. Spielminute spelen we zo bij INFC Union Berlin voor die nummer 13 Andras Schaefer. No, de boy nummer 14 Paul Segrin. Substitution made by INFC Union Berlin. The 88th minute, replacing number 13 is Andras Schaefer. He's replaced by number 14 Paul Segrin.
So Grill here in no rush to restart then for Union. While closing in on that piece of club history. Away here by Grill. Union knowing that the win here will take them top of the pile. After 6 match days, they've never led the league after a complete match day.
Union going top of the league as things stand, which is bad news for Bayern. That's what I will say. Bad news for Bayern.
Timo Hubers.
1 minute to go, plus added time.
White. And Thielman for Koln. Towards Tigers, but again Union get the ball away here to Michel to combine now with Kevin Beers.
Is Michel on the right hand side?
The game's last minute of the 90.
Union will be trying to. I think Union will try and do the corner flag tactic. Although here they come. Players coming into the penalty area. It's a decent cross and it's well cleared away. Not too far though. They've got it again, the edge of the penalty area, Union Berlin. Played to the right hand side. Low cross, Kak. They're not. They don't look like scoring. How much added time's it going to be? Ooh. Nachspielzeit 4 Minuten. 4 Minuten. 4 official has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes of added time. A minimum of 4 minutes added time.
It's incredible, Dan. It's incredible. No one really expected that, to be honest.
Looks like I was right about the red card. Harsh because yellow. Because first yellow was handball. Straight into the gloves of the keeper from the free kick.
They're not so offensive minded.
It was crossed into the box as well.
Probably at the moment it's the trend of football to create.
Doesn't look like it for Koln.
Situations in front of goal, but they are happy. They are 1-0 up. They're one man up even now. But they don't. They're happy because they know when they defend like this, they don't let their opponent create many chances, and they feel confident with it. And at the end, they probably will win it 1-0 and have 3 points, and that is what counts at the end of the day.
Pantovic. Now it's Rani Kadira. Over one of the 4 indicated minutes. Now is Reyes on for Union. Touch on here for Sven Michel. Put in behind Schindler for a moment.
Union looking to, trying to do the corner flag tactic. And Michel does it successfully because he wins a corner. So they're going to take their time with this, Union.
Union corner. No rush here to take this one. It's rolled short to Milos Pantovic. Zegwin.
Another corner.
Who are just managing the last couple of minutes here, showing real game craft and game intelligence to.
There's some people leaving the stadium already. They obviously don't see Cologne getting back into the game. I don't think Cologne are going to get back into the game now, because they're just gonna play it around the corner flag, aren't they? Doing the corner flag tactics, working for them as well, because Cologne aren't able to get a hold of the ball. Michel. As it stands, the own goal from Huber is what's winning the game for Union. And Michel, instead of putting it into the box, is just going to the corner flag. And again, Union win a corner. So there's no way Cologne are going to get back into the game, I'm afraid. Union have just done really well. They've done really well in the last couple of minutes here. Their corner flag tactics just worked perfectly. They were able to pass the ball around and they're winning corners, winning fours. Stefan Baumgartel's not too happy, but they had a really poor first 15 minutes and that's what's killed them, really. Another corner. So, this will be the last kick of the game, this. Another corner. Final kick of the game, this will be, I think. So, apologies to the Irish lad with the bet, but your bet's not winning because they're not going to score. Taking the shot. That's the 4 minutes. That should do with. Cologne aren't able to get a touch of the ball, but the Cologne keeper has the ball now in his gloves. Long ball down. Last opportunity. He's holding him with. And that is game over. Union Berlin are top of the league. What an unbelievable achievement this is for Union Berlin. They are top of the Bundesliga. 14 points. They are 1 out of 18, and that means that all the teams on 12 go down the table because Bayern are now second. Bayern are now second in the table. Hoffenheim, Dortmund, all in there. Freiburg play later on. They could go, I think, second top today. So we'll see what happens. But this is going to be an entertaining season for the Bundesliga. We could see, and I mean it, I think we might have a shock winner this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is Union. They did get a good draw against Bayern, and the way they've been playing recently, it's just been magnificent. So, as Fischer's side, fully deserved to win in the end. Cologne put in a decent performance in the second half, but it just wasn't enough. So, unfortunately for them, they suffer another defeat. But for Union, what a result for them. They are top of the Bundesliga. And I say thank you very much, everyone, for watching. It was an entertaining game. We had some controversy. We had a goal, an own goal, a penalty which was missed. We had we had an offside goal as well. We had a million corners. Really fully enjoyed watching that game. Anyone who's got any bets on regards corners, cards, etc., these are your stats. Corner kick count was 15 corner kicks. Cards, we had 5 yellow cards and a red card, so 7 cards in total. And we did also have, we had 27 fouls in that game, 2 offsides. Stats in the end, 53% for Cologne on the possession stats to 47. 7 shots, 2 on target for Cologne. They had better second half. Just wasn't good enough though in the end. Union Berlin, 12 shots for on target, were probably the most superior team in the entire game. Fully deserved to win the game. 15 corners, as we mentioned. Total passes 405 with 340 completed for Koln. 349 passes, 269 completed for Union Berlin. But in the end, they knew how to run down the clock. They were tactical. They played well. And as soon as they went down to 10 men, Cologne, I had a feeling it was going to be game over. Because Union just pressed on, tried to get the win over the win over the line, and they did quite successfully as well. I'll be back again very, very soon with another stream. We're on Liam Martin's channel tonight for some League and football. Should be an entertaining game, that. It's Monaco versus Lyon in League, and I'm live with Liam Martin on Liam's channel. So that's it from me today. I will try and find out what the next stream is. I don't know when the next stream is actually going to be, because I'm at Bow on I'm at Bow Tuesday night. Thursday night is Sheriff Tiraspol v Manchester United, which will be live. So I'll probably be live about I don't know when I'll be live. Probably I'll be live about 5. Just as I'm talking, Mönchengladbach's game's just kicked off. But I'm not going to stay on for that because I need to go and have some food before the game later. But that's it from me. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Just having a look on the views here. On the view count on YouTube's studio, it says 408, nearly 500. That probably won't be the case when the actual stream's done. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Well done to Union Berlin, top of the league. And I'll look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon indeed. Bye!